Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Marooned on Triton. So, last episode, we ended up with, the thing on the back of that truck slowly burning. We also built that truck so that we could put that burning thing on it. This week, I think we're gonna maybe take a break on vehicles for a moment, focus on building some of the defenses and other things around the base to get that more survivable. Okay, that's some scrap rolling down a hill, but that's fine. Come back here, you. Should be able to get the rest of this cleaned up. Then... I wonder if part of the reason the wind turbines were taken out was because they were closer than the guns? Granted, I guess if... Well, I could leave that gun out there. It seems to do fine on its own. But if I build this tower up and put the guns on it... I mean, I guess it's not ideal if the guns are taking the flak because I need them to defend. Maybe I put some decoys around. Maybe I have a decoy on this tower. Those could be options. Either way, I think the defensive tower needs to be up sooner rather than later. So let's take our... Oh boy. I wonder if... a good old-fashioned share inertia tensor will help us or harm us. Maybe a little bit of both. Did I... Okay, I don't think I destroyed anything, which is a good sign. I didn't think about the fact some of these thrusters are... Actually... everything is mostly intact. I didn't pay attention to that. That'll be handy. Okay, well, it seems much happier with staying in position now. We'll see if I can maneuver it around at all, but... that should be good. Okay, let's drive it in first person because the camera's less panicky. And remember, I am in the middle, so I don't have to worry about being in the middle. Ooh, and actually... I thought about trying to find a way to use sensors earlier. I think... if I have a sensor block up here that only raises this, and a sensor down there that only lowers it, I should be able to put a sensor on here that as I drive through it, it raises or lowers. It just reverses the pistons. Is that a good idea? Could be a dangerous idea. Because if I drive through... I wouldn't want to end up being reversed partway onto the thing. So I'd have to make it maybe this whole width of the caution tape. Once I'm through it, once I exit that sensor, it will go back down. It might get convoluted, but I think it will... well, it shouldn't kill me. It shouldn't cause my vehicle to be cut in half. So, we'll take a risk. Now, I want the stripy paint scheme. Oh. Okay. Well, there goes that. I think it may have detected that tower thing. Alright, let's go out and see. It detected something and then moved away. Right, I can't actually see the tower from over the horizon. Oh, but I can see it. What's it doing out there? It doesn't seem to be firing. It is moving around a bit. Maybe I'm too far to see the tracers. Okay, it is right near the tower. I guess if it's distracted by that thing, we're fine. I don't see the tower lasting very long. We'll just watch that signal. Maybe it'll run itself out of power and end up crashing. And then I can get more thrusters. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, and I won't be able to put this under. Now maybe I didn't need to flip this panel, because if I'm going to have it above ground up here, and it'll have to be above ground down below, I'll just have them all above. We'll be able to tell where the sensors are. They're fairly flush to the ground, so I shouldn't have an issue of, you know, causing issue by driving over them. Jeez. These things are a lot more expensive than I thought they were. For the size of them. Okay. So... oh, am I gonna need... no, okay, I don't need an antenna. My suit can display this without that. That's good. Okay. So, how I want this to work. This one's going to be set up to detect small ships. The top extent... yeah, we can bring back to 0. Left and right extent can be shrunk, I believe. Maybe 2.5. Let's try 3 and see where we're at. So that's the sensor range for detecting a vehicle coming up to the elevator. I want this sensor when something enters it, which is the first option. It will always extend the elevator pistons. So right now, because the pistons are extended, driving into this won't do anything. I am in the range, and nothing's happening because these are already up. So, this I now want to show on HUD. This one I just want as a sort of wall. So top and bottom extent. Actually, I probably want the top extent. Maybe just a little bit more. To be just over... Yeah. Just at the edge of the block. So, what this one's going to do... It's also going to only detect... small ships. And it, when something exits the range, will reverse the pistons. So whatever they're set to, they will be set to do the opposite. And that should be set up so that as soon as my vehicle leaves the middle of this area, the elevator starts going down. If I'm driving off, it'll start going down as soon as I cross the threshold onto the other block, which should mean it's safe from being whacked by an elevator, or having the elevator drop the back wheels off. The one downside with this, so it'll work as is now because I'll be driving through this sensor, which means this will always be up when I'm here. It'll reverse. The downside is when I drive off of it, when I drive off of it, it will want to reverse again. So, if I'm riding the elevator up, I ride it up, back off the ramp, I'll have already entered this range, which will have set this to extend. Then I'll leave this one, which will send the reverse order. So maybe I set this to do both. Extend. I can't. Well, that's a problem. Okay. Well, so we'll just accept the fact that once I drive off of this, it'll go back down. Which makes sense for up here. The issue is it'll do the same thing at the bottom. So once I drive off of it, it will try and... it will raise itself back up until I have a vehicle come up to it to lower it. It's a shame that I can't have it do both. Let's just give it a test and see what happens. So the elevator is up currently. If I drive onto it, I'm in the range. Now that I'm out of the range, we start going down. I can very gingerly back into the range, and it won't cause an issue. If I were to pull forward again, it would start driving us back up, which isn't handy. But yeah, it seems to work. So now as I back out, yeah, it starts going back up, which isn't as handy. Well, I suppose we get this third one set up. That should be in the right position. We'll be able to better do some testing. We'll have this show on HUD. Top down. Bottom to 15. Okay. So it's now set up. We need to back out of it. does take up quite a bit of the maneuvering area. But that shouldn't matter because when the elevator's down, this works the same as above. So it'll trigger and come down. And it should, if I like back out, go back into it, it doesn't start reversing. Yeah, it needs some sort of logic gate. Which I guess I could try and do. But honestly, at this point, that seems like a pain in the butt. So I think we'll just go with this as is. Again, it should work. Because I'll always, even though it won't be down when I'm trying to drive onto it, once I drive into this sensor, it will try and bring it down. Once I am on the elevator, it will go up. And then the same thing works up there. So it should function, it's just not functioning as eloquently as I'd like it to. Okay. Well, so that's that dealt with. I guess the next step is to head up here and start figuring out through some sort of blizzard. Yeah, not much visibility out there. Well, the signal's still out there. No way I'll be able to see that drone if it's still around. Maybe it realized it's an abandoned settlement and just left. Yeah, so what I think I want to do now, I need to get... Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. I need to run this piping somehow down into the base. I guess what I could do... So if I go under the floor here, set up some of the connection points for vehicles, which will probably be along this back wall. Probably eventually, maybe one over there, but... Now, if I get that stuff set up, it should be fairly easy to then run a pipe up from that, up kind of into the rock here, or maybe just into the decking. So I can use these conveyors with the shroud on them. I could just run a pipe along this, straight out here, that goes straight down into the ground. That sounds like a good use of time. Oop. Downside is I'll have to build it all after I've spent so much time getting the floor welded. So if I kind of run that like so, weld this up just because I can see it. Should be able to run these all the way over here. Connect up with the pipe that exists. And then just weld it up and go. So I was going to have a ladder that goes up to there. I wonder if it would be worth sticking in some sort of personal size elevator, or like an elevating floor panel that would then go up there. Probably have to get rid of this light either way, which is a bit of a bummer because that's symmetry. Let's go up here and see what's going on. So the pipe is coming up this way, which works just fine. I should be able to put T-pieces in and have a crossover so I can have a turret over here and one over there. I still don't fully know what I want in this space. Because I don't really... Yeah, I don't want to put cargo or anything up here. I don't really want to... You know, unless I have to, I don't want to come up here. I'd rather be safe down below. Yeah, maybe I don't worry about a mini elevator. Because as fun as it would be, I think a ladder just to access it would be good enough. And then I should be able to, for the few times I need to go up there for, I guess, internal servicing and repairs, that should be good. Well, so we've got this. These need all kinds of things. I guess if I load up Humpty with, I mean, just all of that, construction components, tubes, motors, the 2 different types of plate. Ow. I should be able to get a good chunk of it welded just by wandering along. Now, the issue is I don't have many of those things. How many tubes do I have? That should be enough. And I guess there's no real harm in having extra stuff. So that'll take 17k iron. 800... Okay, I've got plenty of iron. Okay, not 800k, just 800 nickel. Yeah, it turns out...
critical.
Yeah, power schmower. Turns out drilling out giant base is a good way to get some materials. I guess while I wait on those parts... I could do some planning up of what I want to do up there. If I lay everything out, I probably want interior plate. But yeah, if I go out here and lay everything out, I theoretically, I can try and see how Humpty handles a slope. Then I could do a lot of the welding with that and not have to worry about doing all this by hand. That sounds like it's not a bad idea. Okay. Well, so I probably... I don't know which direction... I'm gonna guess that that's the way I want these. And I'm gonna guess... Maybe I want this to go one higher than it's at here. Because if I go up to there, then have a block up top and the turret sticking out this side, that's high enough above the wind towers. Those should be kind of in the front line. They should have a clear vision of anything. I'm kind of thinking do 4. That might be a bit excessive. Actually, I've got an idea. So if I take this down, maybe down to there. If I have a corner there, kind of redirect the pipe up the middle, that'll keep the pipe protected. And if I make my hole here, instead of there in the middle where it was, I could have basically just a ladder coming down here next to. I don't have to move my light. And I can still get up there. I think I like that as an option. Because it means I don't have to sacrifice the light symmetry, which is always important. And I should still be able to kind of have this as tucked out of the way as it would have been. Like that. So I just got this long ladder up to that where I can exit it. And then maybe have another ladder somewhere inside here to get up higher, because I assume the main reason I'd be coming in here is to maintain and repair turrets. If I go up like that, and then one more from that, so up there. Whoops. Nope. There we go. So yeah, if I have that there, I could put 4 turrets. I could put 5. I could have one facing kind of dead on top. Do I actually want that? The only downside is it may interfere even more with these. It's not like I'm operating them in any sort of efficient way anyway, but I feel like I should at least endeavor to try. So if that's the height of the turrets, I can then actually stick them on. And that should give me a bit of a sense of how I want them. Yeah, so with that there, I mean, it's not very good with the turbines, but it should work fine. And if I find I need more power, the whole idea of the turbines was just as a backup. You know, they're there to keep the lights on and keep just enough of a trickle that I can refine some ice into fuel. Eventually, I need to get a mining machine back up that I can use to go and gather ice from the ice field. Because that's what I should really be using for power, is the massive amount of fuel I can convert. Okay. What is that? One of those cargo things, it looks like. It seems to just be hovering there. Interesting. Unfortunately, maybe I should have focused on building a flying vehicle because I could have gone check that out. I guess I could try and do a quick refit of the Skytrike, or maybe just... I don't know. Let's see what the batteries are at. We maybe just go up there.
Energy low.
I should probably rebuild that gun. So we've got a bit of ammo in there. No ammo in there. In fact, that's all the ammo. Okay. Let's produce some ammo. We'll need a whole bunch of this for all those turrets too, but we can do that later. Okay. Nope, that's not ammo. Oh, right, and I can't put those in through the pipes. I have to do it manually. Well. We'll just do that. Load up the guns themselves and save some. Okay. Let's disconnect. And off we go. And just for the heck of it, because we've done it, let's use our elevator. Yeah. That's nice, so I can get rid of the button at some point. I may put maybe a button down the bottom somewhere, just as kind of a service access, because it is nice to be able to just raise that top piston. If I need to do anything underneath or get into the piston area. Okay. So we should, as we drive off... Yeah, it goes back down, which is fine for up here. The issue is, I'd love it to do that down below as well. Or not do that down below. Okay. So there that is. I didn't see a weapon on it. So maybe they just are unarmed. Let's go up and see what's happening here. If I can kind of, I don't know, gingerly do damage to it, I might be able to drop the thing in such a way that I can get whatever cargo's in it and maybe even get some of the large thrusters. Because it looks like a large thing. It's high up here. Yeah, it's stationary. I wonder if it got lost or had another system glitch. Oh boy. Struggling to gain altitude. I want to be cautious of this thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm right at it. Ooh, it's got a light. Huh. Interesting. How would I make you drop? Whoa, okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, they are armed. Okay. Right. So, I guess first order of business is to take out that rocket turret. Yeah, guns are primed and ready. There's another cargo bot, it looks like. Yeah. Oh. Did I move or did it move? I mean, it seems to be aware of me. Let's just pop over and... Oh! Okay. Radio. That went poorly. Oh. I guess it's the end of the Skytrike. It might be the end of me. Oh boy. Ow. That safety jetpack didn't do a whole lot. Oh. Huh. Well, that's what you get for taking risks. Oh, my body's so far away. How am I gonna go get that? The Skytrek would have been my answer, but... Huh. I guess I could try... Okay. I've got this fuel tank. It's not particularly useful because the jetpack's not very useful, but I can skate over land fairly quick. If I can get out there, use this, it may be just enough to get there before it gets lost in the snow or whatever. I just have to be very careful, because otherwise I will end up just creating another body. Okay. I can actually... When I'm not worried about precision movement, this actually works pretty well. Now the issue is slowing down. But yeah, if I just want to fly over distance... Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I may not be as immobile as I thought I was. Okay, hello body. Go ahead and... take all that. Is there any remains of the Skytrike about? No. Well, I've got an idea. With my newfound mobility. I'm gonna try and take this thing down just with my body. Skytrike must be avenged, assuming I can get to it before I run out of fuel. Alright, you. Ooh. Hold on. Oh. Right, because I'm not in a ship, it's probably not targeting me. Well, that's easy. This thing is not very... Oh. Nope, that's the back of it. This thing is not really designed, it seems, for human use. Alright, that's you dealt with. Now... This is the first one of these I've kind of dealt with fully intact. Kind of anything of the buddy bots. So that looks like a gyro. This is its brain. Now hopefully if I brain it, it won't just start falling.
Inventory full.
No. Okay. Oh, now I should deal with... Oh boy. I guess first thing I should do is deal with platforms. If I take out this antenna...
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay.
Inventory full.
I think I own this thing. Can I fly it? Probably not with one of these. One of these could work, though. Just need 2 displays. Which that doesn't have. Is this thing? No. It's the battery. I think cargo containers generally... It has 1. Dang it. What is in this cargo anyway? How do you even access it? Not seeing any port. Unless I removed a thing. This is a pain in the tuchus. Okay. Well, plan B. Where are we? Ugh. Nowhere convenient. Can I... Yes. I can maneuver it using thrust override. Okay. So if I do this, I may be able to get the thing kind of over a flat, easy to get to spot. Then I can just drop it. Okay. This is not how I anticipated flying my first large ship. Ooh, also... Crud, I'm gonna be going right over top of that other one. This is the side of a mountain. I think we can get it over the ice. I just have to hope that other one... If I get it kind of just over the ice there, I should be in a good spot. In fact, I think that might be about where I crashed originally. So there's another one. It's just got an interior turret. Well, dang. I definitely did not luck out in the one I chose to attack. Okay. So we're at least above that flattish bit of snow. Yes, now
Inventory full.
we slowly go around. Oh nope, we're falling. Do we fall?
Inventory
No, okay.
full.
I have to disable 2. Oh boy, this is gonna be a hairy landing. My control here is by welding and destroying this thruster. Actually... Hold on. I guess we were in thin atmosphere. That's why I was having trouble gaining altitude before. Dang it, I'm gonna need to take a third thruster out.
Inventory full.
Okay, now we're going. So it's just gonna be about timing to get thruster rebuilt so then I can land this thing. And I think... Oh boy. Oh, I'm below the mountain height. I think I may have
Inventory full.
popped too early. Okay. Oh boy. Right. Go, go, go. Oh, oh no. Okay, bail. Okay. Well, some of it survived. There goes a missile turret. I gotta say, that went better than I thought it would for a 100% manual landing. I think with that, we're gonna call this episode. I did not anticipate this happening. And I guess, yeah, take the opportunities you're given. So yeah, we have some parts that we might be able to put into some sort of large flying machine. Heck, maybe that'll help us with
Energy
scouting.
critical.
And we also have to get home. But that's all for next time. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of the other stuff I've done, and until next week, bye-bye.